Today, I'm taking you guys through how I designed a Salomon concept sneaker completely in Gravity Sketch. So to begin, I start with a last and my midsole. Now the midsole doesn't always have to religiously follow the last because this is just a concept, but if you're concerned with working and producing it in manufacturing, the more attention you pay to the last, the better the fit will be. So as you can see, it curves on the lateral side too far out here, and my midsole doesn't incorporate that. But this is a concept, and I just wanted the proportions to be accurate, not necessarily manufacturing perfect. Next, I started with the outsole. Now the outsole, I got this simulated thickness. You can see here if I grab the flashlight, and you can see the change in direction, that material thickness. And I achieved that by using the sub-D crease to change direction. So when you're editing, press the black button in your drawing hand, and you can go to crease. From here, you can click on a black line and turn it blue. So for example, this is a black line, and if we zoom in and click it, it'll turn blue, and that'll give it a hard crease. And then I changed direction and went inside of the yellow midsole. And what this enabled me to do was create that change of direction that gives a look of simulated thickness, of material thickness. Next, if we go back to my layers, I'll show you the uppers. So with the uppers, I'll go ahead and turn the last off. With the uppers, I always try and work in different colors throughout the entire model, really, but particularly on the upper when things are coming together. So up here, we can see that there's kind of an error, or two materials aren't intersecting properly. And because the yellow is sticking through the blue, we can see it very clearly. And it's kind of a safety check, so to speak. So I can make sure that when I bring it into KeyShot or Blender or whatever it is to render it, I won't have to worry about these ugly surfaces poking out. After that, I usually try and work in a series of layers for my upper. So that way I can see how it would work together and I don't have to look at the upper entirely at once. I can get a more descriptive result by viewing it in different layers. I created this kind of bathtub to close the shoe off by bringing everything together, and that way when you're viewing it from the outside, it looks like it's a closed figure. However, when you're shining a light in it, it also looks like it's infinite, and it would be like a real shoe when you're rendering it with material and lighting. Next, I went to tread. And what I did with my tread was I made a single sub-D shape. I started with a primitive, and I divided it, and then edited it, and then using the mirror, I copied it and pasted it a bunch of different times. I made them all gray, and that way when I bring them into a rendering engine, they're all the same family. So I don't have to change the color of a billion different objects. I can just use color one time. And that way they apply equivalently to everything. Next, I applied a plate, and that sticks through here, enabling a pedal. This is a sub-D primitive. And I created a pedal in order to wrap around it. So that way you can get torque going up and down with your pedal strokes. From here, I used sub-D to create this and this. And then here, this is a primitive. And then as well, this you can see, this was done by hand. So if you zoom in, you can see the man-made errors. But this was just an ink tool that I wrapped around a bunch of times. And that's pretty much how I did it. If you'd like to see more specific renders of what I've done, you can check out my website, warrencherry.work, or my Instagram at cherryjuicedrop. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and make sure to check us out for more stuff just like this.